Welcome to How to Grow Your Personal Training Community using regular live events. To have the power to be able to pick up 10, 20, or even 30 personal training clients in one go every single month. And if you have additional products and services, how you can sell those. For those who don't know me, my name is Jason Grossman, and I've had the opportunity over the last 14 years to run multiple businesses, several of them seven-figure businesses within the health and fitness industry, and I've literally run and been involved with thousands of events. Everything from info evenings to workshops to charity to fundraisers to seminars and more. And, nutrition and fitness and mindset and lifestyle design. And I've also had the opportunity over the last almost 11 years to spend a lot of time understanding and learning neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. For those that haven't heard of NLP or neuro-linguistic programming, it was made quite popular and common by Tony Robbins back in the 80s and 90s, and a lot of the strategies he used have stemmed from somewhere or something to do with NLP. So I'm going to be sharing with you some cool stuff about NLP this evening as well. By show of hands, those that's listening to me live, who's actually heard of NLP or neuro-linguistic programming before? A couple of people? Awesome. We are going to touch on that a little bit. Now, I do understand that this evening there are different types of people just starting. By show of hands, who's just started or starting a personal training business, by show of hands? Okay, a couple of people. And, who's already got, established client base, 10, 20, 30 clients? Who's already got an established base? Nice, a fair few people. And out of you guys that are listening to me live, who actually has your own studio and your own team of trainers, by show of hands? Beautiful. I know some of you guys are working with us in our coaching program. Obviously, we assist fitness business owners to create financial freedom and leverage in their business and pursue their dream lifestyle on many different levels. And I know there's some that aren't. So I am going to be making this evening relevant for all of you guys. Before we get into it, let's talk a little bit about why use live events. Why should you use live events in your fitness business? Well, first of all, it adds value to your current clients. Yeah, I mean, imagine if you had a regular event, say a weekly event, and each week you invited your clients along. And it doesn't have to be too formal. You can make it formal. And, you talked about nutrition or fitness or some sort of other area. You can add value to them. You can offer them additional resources, products, services. For example, you might do supplements and have a taste test. Who actually promotes or sells or recommends supplements to your clients, by show of hands? I understand that it's not for everyone, but some people do. Maybe it's another product or service you offer. Maybe it's a transformation challenge or something like that. Another reason why I think it's incredibly important to do live events is to increase your retention. We're adding more value to our current clients. They're going to stick around for longer. Yeah. Also, it creates a strong sense of community. I was recently asked, what do I believe to be the future of personal training in the fitness business industry, the fitness industry? And my response was, I believe that it's twofold. I believe the people that are most successful are creating a live community and an online community simultaneously. Those of you that do that successfully will be the future of this industry. Really that simple. You have face-to-face stuff, services, products, and online stuff, products, services, etc. Yeah? We want to create a strong sense of community so everyone in your community, your clients, your customers, they can interact with each other and form bonds, relationships. And that's what a community is. Not just a database, but a strong sense of community. If you can create a strong sense of community with your face-to-face and your online business, then you'll be incredibly successful. And that's something that we've done very, very well as well. You can also have the opportunity to make a difference in your local community. You can run different initiatives with charity. You can raise money for charity. Yeah, and you can work together on a mission, a vision, yeah, a legacy, and you can really contribute and give back to the community because you have that leverage. You can get dozens or even hundreds of referrals without even asking. We're in our marketing plans that we offer to fitness business owners. We talk about 4 pillars. Talk about database strategies, online strategies, business relationships, and social events. Social events or event strategies are the only strategies we can use where we actually market our business without asking for leads, referrals, or actually having our followers, customers, clients, community feel as though they're being marketed to. Yeah? We invite them to an event, and of course they can invite a couple of friends. Now, who agrees personal training is a grinding business? We generate some leads, we get some inquiries, we book in some consults, pick up 1 or 2 clients a week. Slow and boring, but yet a necessary and important part of growing a personal training business. What if tonight I could show you a way, if you stick with me for the next hour, listening closely, to be able to pick up 5, 10, or even 20, or even more clients in one go? Would that be worth listening to me for the next hour, by show of hands? Okay, well, you're in the right place. Okay. Also, you get to leverage your own time and involve your own team. You get to give your own team and personal trainers and head trainers, if you have them, the opportunity to step up and have responsibilities to be a leader, make more money, add more value to their clients. Yeah? Those of you that have staff or team members. I'd like to think that all of you have the inspiration and aspiration to one day, if you don't already have your own studio, if you already have it, have multiple studios. What's your end game with those studios? Is it to have multiple? Is it to franchise? Is it something else? Yeah? So a little bit about the next hour or so, what I'm going to go through in this webinar. First of all, how to choose your topic and title. How to choose your topic and title and have it catchy and make it work from a marketing perspective. Then I'm going to share with you, it's actually the 9-step marketing plan. It's going to change that while I'm here, actually. Live. 9-step marketing plan to register over 100 people to every event. Who would like to hear and see in a moment 9 steps to marketing strategy that will allow you to get 100 people registered for your event every month, as an example? Who would like that? Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm also going to show you how to create your structure and presentation and format your actual live event. I'm going to use a scenario and give you some examples. This is a jam-packed, ridiculously jam-packed info session, and it might take a little bit more than an hour, about an hour and 10 hour and a quarter. But I have never released this information even to my own coaches. This is the first time even coaches are going to be seeing some of this information. Next, we're going to be talking about what's probably the most important, is closing the deal and selling the 5, 10, 20, even more clients or customers. And I'm going to show you how to use it not just for PT, but you can use it for bootcamp, 8-week transformation challenges. Those of you using online personal training, those of you using supplements, Juice Plus, other products, those of you doing the detox or using any of those other products or services, the VIP Travel Club, those of you doing that, I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Those of you with us this evening that are in our coaching program, that have had some events training with our weekly strategy, this is completely separate and a lot more in depth, so make sure you stick with us to the end. I'm also going to share with you some cool wow factors and interaction to make it even more memorable, and then going the extra mile with professionalism. So if you stick with me over the next hour or so, I am going to move very quickly. I am recording it. I've already hit the record button. Within 7 or so days, you will have access to that. I'll also send through this PowerPoint presentation. I'll post it in the event, the Facebook event afterwards, so you can access it for notes as well. If you want to grab a pen and paper, I suggest you do take notes. I have formatted this PowerPoint itself a little bit differently, so it is in PowerPoint bullet point structure, and you can easily access that. Straight after this webinar, we'll post it in the event, and you'll be able to access it there. Also, those of you in our VIP group, you can do that as well. By show of hands, who's actually not in our VIP group for personal trainers yet? By show of hands. Okay, a few of you guys. You will receive an email over the next 24 hours and with an invite to the VIP group, where we have updates for all of our, our webinars, our trainings, videos, articles, blogs, and a whole heap of other resources for fitness business owners. So here we go. You guys ready? Who's ready by show of hands? No one's ready. Is this thing on? Hello. Someone's high-fiving me. All right, here we go. So stick with me. Now, I'm sure you'll agree this is some pretty cool information I'm going to be sharing with you. There's a lot of other people out there, coaches and so forth, but have they had the opportunity to deliver as many events as what I've had? And have they spent as much time learning and understanding neuro-linguistic programming and platform speaking skills? Just so you know, I've actually spent around $100,000 on enhancing and sharpening and improving my public speaking ability, skills. Toastmasters, National Speakers Association of Australia, NLP. Those have been to my live tours over the last 2 years. Next year I'm doing a massive Gen Pop tour. I'm doing a full tour. I'm releasing my first book, a publication, launching our very own charity organisation for youth. We're launching a lifestyle design coaching business, and we're doing 7 cities across Australia and New Zealand and expecting around 1,000 people to each event, 500 to 1,000 people each event. And we will have, I'm happy to share this, from that tour, we will increase our turnover by about $750,000 a year. $750,000 a year from one tour. This is the power of what I'm beginning to share with you today. Okay, so let's get into this. So let's start with step 1, how to choose your topic and title. Okay, now I'm going to focus a lot on the tonight. I'm not going to worry too much about metaphors and stories and references and all the cool NLP juicy stuff in between. I'm going to get straight to the point, step 1, step 2, step 3 with everything, and you're just going to have step by step and you can follow it. I'm sure you will have questions, as I'm going to overload here. If you do, shoot me a message afterwards. I'm happy to clarify and elaborate even further. Let's talk about the 4 pillars of PT. There's 4 areas of personal training. I'm sure most of you would agree. The first area is nutrition. The second area is fitness. Third area is mindset. And the fourth area is lifestyle design. Yeah? Even though we're not qualified, people will ask us nutrition tips. We can't just say, no, I'm not qualified. We need to give them something. Yeah? So nutrition information. Yeah, there's a pillar of that. We also assist people with fitness. That's straightforward. We're a fitness expert. Mindset. We need to help motivate them, inspire them, create new habits that are going to be more resourceful and allow them to achieve the things that they want in their life. Yeah? And also the lifestyle design, becoming more active, maybe joining a sporting team, they're getting more social, whatever it might be. They're the four, hands up who agrees, they're the four key areas that we work with our personal training clients, some more than others, probably more fitness. Yeah? So it makes sense to offer resources, tools, events for each of these, and that's what we suggest. So they're the four pillars. So types of events, you might want to take some notes here. Well, what are some types of events we have? Well, we have things like an open week, bring a friend free week. We have an info night, we have a workshop. We can do things like supermarket safaris. Yeah, you could do something really cool, like last year I had a client do how to work out with a towel, T-O-W-E-L, in 20 minutes. How to work out with a towel in 20 minutes, really cool. Okay, you could do a CrossFit, a boxing workshop. You can do physical workshops. You can even do a boot camp workshop. What other events can you run? I like the info nights. I love the info evenings, and that's what we're going to focus on tonight. But you can do a charity event. What other events can you run? I'm sure there's a dozen more. So there are types of events we want to choose from. Tonight we're going to use info nights, and I'm going to show you how to put together an info night, because I think it's probably the most technical, and probably the one that a lot of people have had the least training with in this industry anyway. So what we're going to do is want to choose your title that is catchy or even controversial. Choose a title that is catchy or even controversial. So my first suggestion would be is from these four pillars, nutrition, fitness, mindset, and lifestyle, which one would you like to each commit to doing a live event within 4 weeks? Now those of you in our coaching program have already started using this weekly event strategy, which I'm going to explain in a moment. So stick with me as I get to the juicy information. I'm going to make this relevant for everyone, no matter where they're at in our community. So let's say that first of all you choose to do a nutrition info night, which is probably the best one to start with. It's probably going to get a lot more numbers, bums on the seats. Okay, so let's say we choose to do a nutrition one, and I know the first thing that might pop in your mind, well, I'm not qualified, I might not feel confident or comfortable. Well, you can have guest speakers and so forth. We will talk about that. Let's say for now we talk nutrition. Let's say you've chosen a nutrition info night, okay, and we'll get to the marketing soon. So first of all, we just want to decide on our topic. Our topic is going to be on nutrition. We're going to focus on micronutrition. Okay. Now, if we use keywords like how to be healthy with nutrition, are people going to come along? Of course not. We need to use something that's emotionally engaging, that elicits a state of want and desire with them as well. So it needs to be something like, how to lose 10 kilos in 10 weeks. Yep. Why you shouldn't eat carbs after 8 p.m. We know that's a fallacy for most of us. So you can use reverse mythbusters. Reverse mythbusters are really good. Why you should? Why weight training makes you? Why weight training makes you big? What are these fallacies? And use a reverse one. You can say, well, this is why it doesn't, and you can just use something juicy, something catchy to get people coming along. How to alkalize and energize. How to detox the body and lose 3 to 5 kilos in 7 days. Would you go to that? Ask yourself the question, would you go to the event? If you chose a fitness event, you need to come up with something catchy as well. If you're stuck on a catchy name, shoot me a message. But it needs to be something that you would go, oh yeah, I would go to that too. It can't be generic. It needs to be a specific result backed up, with a state elicitation, a state that they want and a result they want. Okay. So do they want to lose weight? We need to use a specific result. So nutrition, alkalizing and energizing. Weight loss, fat loss, these kind of things. Detoxification is a big one. Micronutrition and phytonutrition, I think, is incredibly important. You can do it on macronutrition. You can talk about, and you can get someone to come along and have someone talk about the cool topic of nutrigenomics, which is how nutrition literally impacts and alters our DNA structure, which is really cool. Something that's a really hot topic right now. So don't worry too much about the structure. We're going to go through that in a moment. But first things first, we want to choose nutrition, fitness, mindset, lifestyle. Most are going to choose nutrition and fitness. Okay, and then you come up with a really catchy topic. Normally I would get you guys to do this now, but since we've got a short period of time, we're not going to do that. Again, contact me if you have any questions or if you have ideas want me to assist you in sprucing that up. There's no point having a brilliant info night, seminar, event if you don't have a catchy title and can't get bums on the seat. It doesn't matter. You could be the world's best personal trainer, but if you can't get clients, it doesn't really matter. So we need to make sure that we've got a catchy name, then back it up with juicy marketing so we can get bums on the seat. So my recommendation for events is a new strategy that we're getting all of our community to do, and start doing weekly events. That's right, you heard me, weekly events. And what we actually do in our program now is, starting as of September, we do a 4-week cycle. So we have an event every week, and it runs over 4 weeks. So every 4th week, we do a nutrition info night, and we actually use that to promote Juice Plus, taste testing and supplements, and our detox program. Week 2, we have a fitness night. It can be an info night with PowerPoint and seminar, or it could be a physical workshop, or both. And we use that to promote personal training, the 8-week transformation challenge, Pilates programs, bootcamp programs, online PT programs. The 3rd one is a mindset, and I know some of you are thinking maybe, well, I'm not a life coach, whatever. We've got a mental vitamins program, we've got the 4 keys to true fulfillment. Heck, you could sit down with your guys and watch a Tony Robbins video for 45 minutes with them. Sit around and talk about motivation, what motivates you. Start looking into NLP and motivation, and start spending some time with personal development, reading books, attending courses, seminars, listening to audios on YouTube, and just start with the basics, being, mindset, mental vitamins, positivity, all the kind of basic stuff, procrastination, self-sabotage behavior and talk. And this 3rd week, we suggest no sales, and we focus on personal development. And then the lifestyle design one, this is where we use to talk about bucket lists, vision boards, their lifestyle, their dreams, their destiny, their corny stuff, and if those that are doing it, we use it to also talk about financial freedom. Those that want to do that, the Juice Plus business opportunity or travel club, and get them traveling. We actually have a travel plan, investment plan, stuff that we help them with as well. So hands up, who thinks, imagine if you implemented that into your business. Forget about the products and services for now, but imagine if each week you did a seminar like that. Imagine the value you add to your business. Those of you that have studios, this is an incredible opportunity to add a ton of value. I know what you're thinking, a couple of things. Seems like a lot of work, a lot of time. I'm telling you, it's really not. What's going to happen, you might only get 5 or 10 people to each of these each night or each time. But what's going to happen? Everyone can come along with 2 friends. Okay? You say you've got 10 clients now. They all come, they bring a friend. There's 20 people. Next time they bring friends, and next thing you know, you've got 50, 100, 150, 200. Then we've got a really cool problem of having, well, I don't know where to fit them. And again, we'll talk about that soon. Some of you might be thinking, well, I run an outdoor business, or I run a business, at a Fitness First or at a gym. Where would I run your venue? Well, it's really simple. Whatever you've got to do to make it work. If it's really important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. If you're running an outdoor business, you don't have a venue, start it at your own home, in your backyard. Yeah? You might be thinking, well, that's not really that professional. Well, you're going to have pretty good rapport with them. It's a good place to start. Once you get numbers coming through, you can hire a place. If you've got a studio, you've already got a place. Once you're getting 50 or 100 people, you can hire a hotel, not a hotel room. You can hire a seminar room at a hotel, or you can hire a hall, you can hire something like that. So, if you're a rental trainer, maybe ask the gym where you're at, can you do it there? Or you can do it at home to start with until you've got money coming through, you can pay for a cool venue. If you're an outdoor trainer, so start at your home, or you can hire if anyone to get money coming through. If you're a studio owner, it's really simple, you can have it at your studio. Last month I helped one of my 7-figure program, we run a program called the 7-Figure Club, where we help fitness business owners build to 7 figures. I've got about 20 of them in the program at the moment. One of the guys last month, we ran everything we're going through now. We used these strategies, and he set up an info night for a nutrition info night, had guest speakers and prizes and games. And he had over 400 register, and over 300 people showed. And he sold a bucket load of memberships, PT packs, and supplement products and so forth as well. He made tens of thousands of sales in one night just from using the stuff we're about to. In fact, some of you guys might even know him, although I'm not going to mention his name because he's not here. Okay? But who would like to be able to do that? Who would like to be able to have a weekly event where you can get 10, 20, 50, maybe even 100 people registered and have a really cool problem going where we're going to have the event? 2 people. Awesome. Hello, is this thing on? Have we not talked about why the events are so important? Each week, each event, you're looking at 10 or 20 new leads. Let's say you've got 10 clients that bring a friend. There's 10 new leads. Yeah? We call them, we book them in, we upsell them PT or whatever it is that you want to do. This is the most powerful way to grow your business and quickly. But hands up who would like to learn how you can market, how you can structure and streamline this and start doing a weekly event. Who would be prepared to do that if I show you how now? Awesome. For those of you that aren't interacting or aren't raising your hand, I can see if you do raise it or not. It would be nice if we get some sort of interaction. There's a little hand there, looks like a high five. If it's you and it's a yes from you, it would be nice for you to click on that occasionally, at least every now and then. So first of all, let's choose your topic, choose which pillar you want to use, and the title. Yeah, and that's the first thing that we need to do. Really simple. Once you've got that, let's say we're going how to lose 10 kilos in 10 weeks. So you've got an event. Now I know some of you guys will implement the 4-weekly event. Those that do, you will build, your business will triple in the next 8 weeks. Your business will triple, I don't care what size it is, in the next 8 weeks. You've got 20 clients, you'll have 60. You've got 2,000 a week coming through, you'll have $6,000 a week. Who would like to triple your income, triple your community, triple your customers and clients in the next 8 weeks? Use this weekly process. I know a lot of you guys won't do that. I know a lot of you guys won't use that weekly process. And you're probably here because you've got different events you're running, you've already got events that you've got organized, but you just want to find out how to market them. Well, here's our 9-step marketing plan that every single person, every single time that's stuck to every single of the 9 steps and used this 3-week marketing campaign has always gotten more than 100 registered for their event. That gives us a problem. Too many people. Yeah, where do we fit them? Where do we put them? That's a pretty good problem. If it is a free event, like we're suggesting here for this weekly event, it's a free event you have for your community. Yeah, we have found that normally you'll get about 50% show rate for a free event. So if you get 100 registered, we get 50 showed. So I would like to see worst case you guys getting 20 showed, which means we want at least 40 registered. We're going to round it up. I want to work with you one-on-one, and I want you guys to message me after you execute this and let me know how many people you got registered, because I guarantee you'll have at least 50 registered and 25 to 30 showed to your next event. Who would like 20 to 30 people, including 10 new prospects, showed to their next live event? That's your worst case. Those of you like Tyrone, who else we got here? Sarah. Who else we got here? Ben, Joshua. All of you guys with your own studios, this should be a cinch for you, nice and easy. Let's get to the juicy goodness. This is the stuff that people want to know about. Again, I'm going to post this in the event on the event wall so you can see this 9-step marketing plan. If nothing else, you choose to use this 9-step marketing plan with all events that you run, you will register 100 people. I'm going to go through it now, very simple. First step, we want to create an Eventbrite account, eventbrite.com.au. If you're not in Australia, I know we've got people, I think we've got PTs in about 5 or 6 countries listening right now, so welcome. All different times all over the world. Obviously, I'm in Scotland myself right now. First things first is we want to be able to run our marketing campaign in a way where we can have a registration form where we capture people's names, numbers, and emails so we can confirm, ring them up, and so forth. So first things first is we want to set up, unless you've got your own website where you've got a team, an IT person that can set up, I recommend using Eventbrite. It's a free website that allows you to set up events and promote your events. You can register people on it, capture people's details on it, and it's very cool. Set up your Eventbrite, okay, so with the name of your title and a description. If you're using the weekly process, you'll have your 4 events in there with 4 separate Eventbrite links for the month. And you might set it up like Bo has and a lot of other guys have. It's just September events, okay? But you'll have each different registration link for each of the 4 weekly events. Once you've set up your Eventbrite event, again, if you have questions, I want to help you guys out. If you set that up, you're confused, or once you set up, shoot me a link, I'll have a look at it. If there's anything we can do to make it better, I'll help you out. So 2, create an event with description on Eventbrite for the info evenings. I suggest Tuesday or Wednesday evenings. They normally get the best show rates. Once you set up the event, you'll need to go to the Manage Event, then click Order Form on the left, and be sure to tick the 2 boxes. I'm not going to read through that now, but what you need to make sure is when you set up your Eventbrite, follow this description here. A lot of you guys that are listening to me now are in our community. Make sure you go to Eventbrite, follow these instructions, otherwise you will not, I repeat, you will not capture their phone numbers, only their email address. You will not be able to ring them and confirm them, and you'll get much less numbers. Step 3, we want to create a Facebook event. Okay, and in that Facebook event, you'll copy the Eventbrite description, and you'll paste the link to the Eventbrite registration in the Facebook event. So what do I mean by that? Let's have a look at it as an example here. Some maintenance stuff working. It's fantastic. Doesn't look like it's going to let me do it. My apologies if you're watching a recording or listening to a recording of this, but just stick with me for a second. Okay, it's not going to let me do it. So I'm in Scotland in a hotel as we speak right now, and the webinar is obviously slowing down my internet, so I'm not able to access Facebook at the same time. So why do we have a Facebook event and an Eventbrite event? Well, it's really simple. When you've got an Eventbrite event, you can invite all of your Facebook friends. So you can invite all of your Facebook friends. In the VIP group, we also have an invite all friends cheat link. Again, I know I'm moving quick here. It's a lot of information to take in. You'll have access to this recording and access to the clip notes from this. That's no problem. So we set up the Eventbrite. That's where people register. Then we set up the Facebook event because that is our funnel. We use that to invite people to create a community and then funnel them on into the Eventbrite. Similar to what I did for this webinar. Those that registered for the Facebook event, we then funneled you through to register on the GoTo. Just for you guys, instead of using GoToWebinar to register, you use Eventbrite. Does it make sense? So the other reason being is, let's say you've got a team of 3 personal trainers. You and your 3 personal trainers can invite your 500 Facebook friends. You've just had 2,000 people invited to that Facebook event. You can communicate with people through that Facebook event every day, funnel them through to your Eventbrite and get them to register. Okay. I suggest posting 2 or 3 times a day on that event and communicating with them as well. We actually tag everyone and welcome them and communicate with them that way as well. Step 4. Those of you, hands up who doesn't have email marketing yet, who's just using Microsoft or Gmail or something, who hasn't got email marketing software of any kind set up yet? If you do, great, you can use whatever you've got. If you don't, then we suggest using iContact.com. You can copy and paste all the email addresses you've ever come into contact with, and this is a 3-week marketing campaign. A 3-week marketing campaign. We run this for 3 Fridays. So then what we do is on step 4, and you can read through this again in your own time, is each Friday, for 3 Fridays, is we send them an email. You can do it on the Monday as well. Each Friday, for 3 Fridays, we send them an email, direct link to the Eventbrite, inviting them to your event. So we want to do your email marketing campaign. The 5th step, by show of hands, who's listening right now that has text marketing abilities? They have got software or an app that allows them to send bulk text messages. Who's already got that, by show of hands? Now, I know some of you guys listening to this have seen this before in our community, but are you using and executing this? For those of you that are using the weekly event strategy, you have one Facebook event with a link to all 4 events for that month, and just call it September Health and Fitness Events, whatever the name of your business is. Yeah, really simple. Okay. So then what we want to do, if you don't yet have the ability to send bulk text messages, there's an app available on iPhone or Android called Excel SMS. So you can see here. This allows you to write one text and send it to up to 500 people. I'm guessing if each and every one of you sat down and created your ultimate database of every phone number you've ever come into contact with and did a blast for that and sent it out, you're going to get pretty good results, right? You're probably going to get 2, 3, 4, 500 people. For example, the power of text message marketing last year, one of the video marketing and text marketing, 2 most underused forms of marketing, I believe, for personal trainers. One of my clients last year put together, consolidated his ultimate database, all the phone numbers anyone ever come into contact with his fitness business. It was over 400. Sent a text messaging out offering offering the first 10 people only 2 free PT sessions valued at $99. This is for a free consult, giving the opportunity to upsell PT. He had over 60 people apply. From that, he booked in over 20 people and picked up 12 clients and 20 sessions at $50 a session. That's a $1,000 increase or $50,000 a year from one text message. That is the power of text message marketing. Jump on it, and I guarantee you won't regret it. So, step 6 of moving forward. What you want to do is you want to have all your attendees on the Facebook event, use the invite all link to invite all their friends, yeah, and send them a group Facebook message asking them and also who they'll be bringing. So what do I mean by that? Ask your partner, ask your family, ask your friends, ask your clients, ask your personal trainers, ask everyone you know, even if you offer them an incentive, to invite their Facebook friends to your Facebook event. This is why some of our Facebook events can have 10, 20, even 30,000 sometimes people invited to one event. It's an incredibly powerful strategy. You might offer all of your clients a free PT session if they do it. Yeah? Step 7, I believe, is the most important part. The most important part. This is the most powerful. So you set up your Facebook event, your Eventbrite, doing email blasts, text blasts. You've got people working the Facebook event. You're posting in the page. You're posting in the group. You're doing paid promotions. You're doing all this stuff. But not many people are signing up. There's something missing, isn't there? You don't have the control, the power, the ability to sign people up. So we need to have that ability. So this is what we do. This is the most important part. For those of you in our community, I want to invite you to do this today, tomorrow. You're going to get yourself a clipboard and a piece of paper made up on an Excel spreadsheet, then printed. You're going to have name, number, and that's it on there, name and number on there. Place it on a clipboard, then you're going to register all of your PT clients and one friend on that clipboard. So, for example, you've got 10 clients. At the end, you print up the piece of paper, get the clipboard ready. At the end of the session, of every session, over the next week or two, you ask your client, have you yet registered for our next nutrition info night? If they say no, you say, would you like me to secure a spot for you? Because there's limited places. They're going to say, yes, of course, see your client. Write down their name, just ask their number. Get their name and number. You got them on your piece of paper. Then also, you can bring 2 people. Who would you like to bring with you? I would like to bring Tom and Ann. Okay, Tom and Ann. What's Tom and Ann's phone number? Do you know it off by heart? Or do you want to get their phone number and get the numbers out of there? I promise I won't call them yet until you talk to them. If you've got 10 clients and only half of them register and bring 2 friends, there's 15 people you've just registered. Then you take that clipboard home and you type them in and register and enter them into Eventbrite yourself. This does take you a few minutes per person, 2 or 3 minutes per person, but what are you prepared to do to get your numbers? If you've got 30 clients, there's a potential 90 people registered for your event from just step 7. That is the power of this. If you miss any step, just think, well, I'll just do step 7 or step 2. You will not be successful. You need to use it all. Okay, so then what you do is you go home and enter their details on Eventbrite themselves. This gives you control, so you're not just relying on them to visit your registration page. Also, to be sure to register anyone that you come into face-to-face contact with. If you have PTs working for them for you, give them a clipboard each. Who has personal trainers working for you? Okay, when you launch your strategy, you give each of those personal trainers a clipboard each. If you have 2 personal trainers working for you, you have 3 clipboards, 1 for you, 1 for each of them. You collect the clipboards at the end of each day, you get the names and you register them personally. Earlier this year, we did a tour for personal trainers, and we had almost 1,000 personal trainers registered for our tour in Australia alone. Imagine then pop. Would you like to know the strategy that's not on this 9-step marketing plan that was a secret to my success in doing that and how we got so many registered? Who would like to know what it is? Nobody. Okay, we'll go to step 8. The secret step here, the most powerful step, is the step that I use, and I always use this. For those of you that are serious, for those of you that have your own studio or want your own studio, for those of you that want 6 figures, no, they want 7 figures. Those that want to have hundreds of clients, customers, or people in your community. What we do is we hire a telemarketer. That's right, a telemarketer. For just $9 an hour, 10 hours a week. We have your telemarketer ring everyone on your ultimate database. For example, Tyrone, you've probably got 300, 400, 500 people in your phone database. You have a telemarketer ring them with a script and offer to book them in and a friend. If you've got 500 people, your telemarketer will book in 10 hours a week, 20 people. If they do that for 3 weeks, there's 60 people registered for your event. That doesn't include step 7 or any other steps. The telemarketer angle, if you're keen or want to find out more about the telemarketer angle, send me a private message and I'll hook you up with a telemarketer ready to go. They can be ready to go within 7 days. $90 a week. I've got telemarketers. I'm a big fan of telemarketers. When we run events, we always have telemarketers ringing people and booking them in, because a telemarketer will register those people on Eventbrite for you. You might be thinking, well, I only want 10 or 20 show to my event. That's fine. Don't do it. But if you're ambitious, who is ambitious? Who one day wants to have their own 7-figure business? Who wants a business that turns over $1 million a year, by show of hands? This is the kind of strategy that you want to be implementing to your business. Okay? These events, the power of events, can get your business growing exponentially and very rapidly. Step 8, we repeat it. Each Friday for 3 Fridays, send an email, a text, and we do our Facebook blast. Yeah? Step 9 is the most important. Now it's time to ring everyone the day before and confirm they are coming, and the magical question, who they bring with them. Let's say you've got 30 people registered for a Tuesday night info night. On Monday, you ring all 30 people, confirm they're coming, and ask them, just wondering who else you are bringing with you. Let's say you get hold of 15 people, 50% give you another person. You've just added 7 last-minute people to your event. Can you all begin to see the power of this marketing campaign and its potency and how effective it can be? I know a lot of you guys like Ben and so forth, you've got a lot going on. You need to streamline your marketing. You need to streamline your sales. People like that, you guys that are working 80 plus hours a week, you know who you are. You need to streamline your marketing and sales. You need to leverage your team. You need to get other people doing the stuff for you so you can focus on the money makers. You can focus on the vision. You can focus on the mission and the mission and the important stuff. Okay. Implement this 9-step marketing plan and you will never generate or get less than 100 registered, ever. I guarantee it. Now some of you are thinking, I don't want to do all that. I don't need that many people. Why lower your standards? Why not play a bigger game? Why not? I would love to hear each of you messaging me in the next few weeks saying, I've got a problem, Jace. What's the problem? We don't have a big enough venue, or we can't find a big enough venue. Well, that's a pretty cool problem to have. Who else would like that problem? Oh. So there's a 9-step marketing plan. I'll send through notes shortly. Who's going to implement that 9-step marketing plan campaign, that 3-week campaign, immediately? Who's going to start doing that immediately? Nobody. Awesome. Are you guys listening? Who's finding this information useful and informative so far? Okay. Now, a lot of you guys and some of you guys have heard that stuff before that are in the program. Those that aren't in the program, it's probably new information. The stuff we're getting to now is new stuff. This is the stuff how I structure my events. This is the way the NLP is structured their events. Whenever you're delivering something, whenever you're teaching something, there's 2 elements, delivery and content. The information that you've got to offer and how you deliver it. What's more important, delivery or the content? Well, it's arguable. But I do know this. Have you ever been to a seminar, workshop, and the content was incredible, but it was really freaking boring? Of course, that's because the delivery was shite, right? Boring. People want to be entertained. Who are the higher paid people in this world? Teachers or entertainers? Why is that? People want to have their states influenced. They want to break state from reality. They want to be taken on an adventure, a journey, a fantasy, whatever they want to call it. People want to be entertained. So we need to make sure the delivery is crisp as well. Let's talk about the content first, and then we'll talk about the delivery. So how do we structure your event or presentation? Well, let's say that you're doing an info night for nutrition. First of all, my strong suggestion is to have someone introduce you with your bio. Those that came to my live events know that I normally just have someone introduce me. I'm not normally around. I can't normally be seen before the event. It adds a bit of mystery. Yeah, it creates a bit of, it just creates a certain curiosity in the minds of the people there. Where is Jason? I haven't met him before. What's he like? What's going on? Is he here? Is he late? What's going on? I like to create that curiosity. It works very, very well. And I'll normally just write it on a piece of paper and have someone introduce me, or I can memorize it. That's fine. We're going to talk a bit more about that soon. When we start with 3 yes sets. So we come on board, someone introduces. Those that came to my live event know that I have someone introduce me, and we have We Will Rock You come on. People yell and scream, and then I come out. Next year, you guys are in for a treat. Next year, we've got electric guitar players, we've got fire eating, we've got Hawaiian dances, we've got all sorts. We're going crazy next year because people want to be entertained as well as have real content-rich information you can go and use. Yeah, that will change your life. I know that if you stick to the stuff we're going through tonight, you will go and change your business and your life. Those of you that stick to it. So we're going to come back to that. So first of all, we start with 3 yes sets. So have someone introduce you, you come out, have 3 yes sets. So who is here because you would like to lose weight? Who's here because you want to learn more about nutrition? And I might use something like, who's here because someone dragged you here? So what you're doing is you're getting interaction, yeah, and you're getting people following you. You've got the yes sets and you want to get people engaged, yeah, and then a round of applause. I also give the person that introduced me a round of applause. It's a good way to get them started and get compliance. You want compliance right from the beginning. Get them standing up, applauding you, coming out, that kind of stuff. If you're not into that rah-rah stuff, you know, keep it a bit more casual as well. If it's a group of 5, there's 5 people, it's going to be quite informal anyway. We're just using one scenario here. I'm presupposing that you guys want to run big events down the track. So then we have a welcome. So first things first is the listeners are going to have things on their mind. We need to deal with the things on their mind, pre-frame them, because otherwise we try to give them information, sell to them, teach them, whatever it is, coach them. Their minds aren't ready for the information because they're It's kind of like when two people are having a conversation, one person asks another, what did you do on the weekend? Are they really listening to what the person's saying, or are they really thinking about what they're going to tell the person? More often than not, the person will be thinking about what they're going to say next. We need to clear their mind. That's what we do. So we need to pre-frame the intention. So my intention for being here tonight is, what's yours? We would do an exercise like write it down and share it with someone and get a bit of camaraderie going. We let them know about tonight. Tonight's going to go for an hour and a half. This is what we're going to go through. This is what you'll learn. Housekeeping, this is where you can find the toilets, breaks, or whatever. And when you leave here, you will know X, Y, Z. Yeah, so it just settles their mind. They already know about you. What are the questions they'll have in their mind when they first start? What's tonight going to be about? Who is this person? Any doubts or uncertainties? Where do I find the bathroom? Are there breaks? These kind of things. I like to start with 1 to 3 stories. I'm not going to spend much time on that. NLP is built a lot on metaphors. And then 3 more yes sets. So a cool story might be a success story, or a story to get people into state, or so forth. I'm not going to go too much about this stuff now. If you want more information about that, you can let me know. The main thing I want each and every one of you guys to start applying and understand the power of is something known as the format system. We all learn differently. Some of us learn better through seeing, some through hearing, some through experiencing. Hands up who believes that you learn better through actually getting hands-on experiencing yourself, by show of hands. Cool. Hands up who likes to see it, who prefers to see things and see them demonstrated. Of course. And some people like to hear it. And so we need to make sure that we're offering verbal, visual, kinesthetic stimuli to appeal to all people so they can absorb the information. We need to clear people's minds, motivate and inspire them, help them become curious so their minds are open, so when we share with them the content, that they're actually going to they're going to absorb it, but then they're actually going to leave here and you're going to action everything step by step. Because when you action everything step by step, that's when you're going to get the massive generative changes in your life and also in your business. So the format system is what they use in NLP. Tony Robbins, all the great NLPs use it, and you'll actually notice Tony Robbins and guys, and even myself, using this if you notice it. When learning information, there's 1 of 4 questions we will all normally ask. What exactly is it? Why the hell should I even worry about it? Why should I listen to you? Why should I use it? What's the why of the information? How exactly does it work? And the what ifs. Well, if I do use it, what will happen? What will happen if I don't do it? What will happen if I do? So who, by a show of hands, like even in, let's talk about this webinar, is first of all most curious about what it is that we're talking about tonight? By show of hands, who's most interested in the what? Of course. So I need to make sure that there's plenty of what, and I'm sure you'll agree we've already gone through a fair bit. Who here needs to be convinced? They want to know why. Why should I do events? Why should I stick to your strategies, Jason? Who would say that you're why people? Who are you guys? Yeah, there's a fair few, right? I'm a big why person. But most of all, I'm a how. I want to know how. I want to know, tell me, what's the next step? What's the next step? How does it work? How do we make it work? What are the ingredients? What's the recipe? Who would say, you just want to get to the nuts and bolts and know how it works? How do I do the event? How do I structure it? How do I market it? Who are you how people? Of course, right? How people. Now, for those of you that are curious and want to learn a lot more about this, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Type in format system. Go nuts with the format system. There's heaps of, it's a brilliant strategy. If you take into consideration the VAK model, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and also the format system, that alone, you don't need to be an NLP master. You watch how people will just be like, yeah, it just really resonates with me. It motivates and excites me when you talk, and I understand and comprehend the information shown me. I need to act on it, and it just makes sense to me. And that's what you want, because you know the information you have to share with people is going to change people's lives, yeah? So the first thing first is the what. So you want to structure your presentation, any presentation you do is the what. So first of all, what is tonight about? So about the topic specifically. So tonight we're going to talk about nutrition, yeah? We're going to talk about nutrition, micronutrition, alkalizing energizer, whatever it might be. What is the why? Next we talk about the why. First of all, we need to go, well, why should you do a detox? Well, this is why you should do a detox. Here, this research says this social proof says this, here's some testimonials, here's some metaphors, here's some stories. Yeah, does that make sense? So the next step is your why. You need to cover all your bases here. If you use this order, it will work much more effectively as well. Then the how-to. So tonight we're going to talk about detoxing, yeah, and the title is how to lose 3 to 5 kilos in the next 7 days. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. Here's some research on why you should detox by 3 publications. Here's some double-blind research. Here's 3 or 4 testimonials. Here's some metaphors. Here's some stories. Here's some success stuff, social proof. And here's how it works. Yeah, so we're pre-framing. Here's how it works. 5 to 7 steps of how it works. Step 1, yeah, with a detox, this is how it works. And go through the detoxification process. Step 1, this is what happens. Step 2, this is what happens. Step 3, and they can go off and use it. Incorporate into the how-to exercises or information that they can take home and use, and it will become life-changing outside of. You don't just want them to come along, be motivated, amped, pumped. You want them to leave motivated, amped, and pumped, but also you want them to take action and use information. But who finds this interesting? Who thinks this is pretty cool? By show of hands. And then there's a lot of people that will be like, you were like, this is the what, the why, and the how, and there'll be people with doubts in their mind. I'll say, well, I don't believe it, or I have doubts, or what if I do it, or what if I don't do it? And they're curious, or they're uncertain. That'll be a lot of people. Well, you know, this is what will happen if you don't do it. If you don't do it, you're going to continue down the track you are, and we can use social proof of, you know, how muscle atrophies and hormones slow down and everything, you know, menopause, all these things happen if you keep doing what you're doing. But if you do decide to do detox, this is what you can expect. You expect your skin to do this. You can lose this excess body fat. You can expect energy, and see how you're covering all the bases. Now you're talking about in the what if. You're talking about results. It's very thorough, very simple. 10 or 15 minutes on the bigger ones is all you need. The how is probably the biggest chunk there. Then we do the close, and we sell whatever it is we're selling. That's your structure. But who likes the idea of having that structure and wants to give that structure a crack? Now, the thing is that when you give that structure a go, are you going to feel confident or comfortable in delivering it? Probably not, right? It's going to take practice. We're going to talk a little bit about the close. Thanks for everyone sticking with us too. We'll be about 15 more minutes. For those of you who might be wondering, well, what about a PowerPoint presentation? How do I do a PowerPoint? Who would like to know how do I put together a PowerPoint presentation? It's really simple. Let's say you're doing a PowerPoint presentation for a detox. My strong suggestion, any nutrition info night or workshop you do, be sure to get a professional there, someone that's qualified, yeah, and get them in as a guest speaker, even a couple. Yeah, it'll make your life easier too. You can introduce them, have someone introduce you, you introduce them, you can talk a bit about what you know about, passionate about, some macronutrients or whatever it is you want to talk about, weight loss, then get a specialist in, yeah. Creating a PowerPoint, you just ask yourself these 4 questions. You just use this structure here. So first part of the PowerPoint is welcome and the pre-framing, yeah, so you set up your PowerPoint like with that stuff. Second part of the PowerPoint is really simple, is the what. So what are you going to go through tonight? Notice we did this tonight as well. We had the startup page, so we have a cover page. Yeah. We had a bit of the why in there. I just changed the order a little bit. And what is in tonight. So I just changed the why and the what. Sometimes you will change the why and the what. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have the what it's about, then you'll have the why, so you'll have your research, social proof, clips, testimonials, metaphors, stories, you'll have all that in there. Then you'll have the how-to, step 1, step 2. Notice how I did this as well with a marketing plan, step 1, step 2. Yeah, really simple. Makes it really absorbable, really easy to use. Then you have your what if, okay, and you have the what if, well, this is what will happen if you don't do it, this is what will happen if you do, go out and apply it. Then you have your close, which we're going to go through soon, and that's it. That's really simple. If you have any questions with putting together your PowerPoint presentation, let me know. If you're doing an info night, I strongly recommend you have a PowerPoint. It makes it more professional. If you've got 5 or less people, which some of you will have in the beginning, just sit around your laptop. Yeah, sit around your laptop and have a chat. If you've got 10 or more, then definitely a PowerPoint presentation on a laptop with a. You can hire a. We actually own our own projector, but wherever you go, most venues will actually have a screen, so that's not a problem. Now, in the actual creation of your PowerPoint presentation, I'm a reverse role model. I'm the first to admit my formatting of this PowerPoint presentation isn't that great. It's not that professional. It doesn't look that great. It's definitely not my strength. My strength is the delivery and the content. I would hope that yours looks nicer and prettier than mine. If you are doing a live event, notice there's 2 types of PowerPoints. There's a PowerPoint where you use it for bullet points, like I've done it. And the reason why I've done it in bullet points is because I'm going to send it to you guys as notes afterwards. However, normally with live events or other events, I would use less bullet points and make it more visually appealing, more pictures and quotes and stuff like that, because people don't just want to be reading the bullet points in the live event. So make it more visually appealing. So that's the structure of the event. Let's talk about the close. Who would like to know how to convert 50 to 75% minimum of your people that attend your live event and upsell them the product or service it is that you're there to have them to sell, to buy to sell to? Who would like to know how to have an 80% close rate at their live event? Let's say that. Who would like to do that? Okay. I first used this close about 6 years ago, this exact close. I was the original fitness director at the first Good Life in WA. I introduced Good Life Health Clubs to Western Australia and grew that to a 750,000 turnover in 6 months and 13 trainers. Broke all the records that Good Life had in the country, out of 34 clubs at the time. And I introduced the 12-week transformation challenge I had there. I did a live event. We had just over 30 people. I believe it was 32 or 33 people went, and 30 people raised their hand and signed up on the night for the challenge. And that's when I thought, hell, this is a pretty incredible close. This is the same close that I use in my events. It could be used in any event 10 or more. Smaller than that, you would keep it more casual. I'm going to have the mind read here that each and every one of you guys are going to have events with 20, 30 more. If you use our strategies, you will. So you deliver the presentation. Okay, you go through the content, you deliver it all. You've talked about the what if. You're at the end of your presentation. Okay, then what you do is you say, who would like to win a major prize? And you bring up a screen. Whatever it is that you want to sell, we give away as a prize draw. If you're selling a course, selling personal training, if you're selling Juice Plus, whatever it is you sell, you have a prize draw. It's the best way to introduce it. So let's say, for example, that we're doing a seminar on how to lose 10 kilos in 10 weeks. We're selling a 10-pack of PT sessions. Okay, we can say who would like to win a major prize and bring it up on the screen. You would have it on your screen, an outline of what they get in the prize. So you'd have the prize at the top. You get 10 PT sessions, meal plan, fitness plan, free boot camp, diary, VIP online group, monthly newsletter, social events, and you package it together and you show it on the screen that makes everyone want it. You're dealing with the visual elements and the visual people. So you ask who would like to win this event, and you're probably not going to get a huge response. You say, oh, no one. So who would like to win this event? Say yes or raise your hand. Get the compliance. Always get the compliance. Bring it up on the screen. Okay. Spend plenty of time reading through it, and this is what you get. Who would like to win this? Who would like to win this? Okay. What you're going to do, what I suggest, is having a raffle at every live event. And that raffle, whoever it is signing in people at the beginning, will give each person a raffle ticket. Okay, so what you do is you ask, has everyone got the raffle ticket? Pull out your raffle ticket. Yes, they pull it out. And the raffle ticket is a way to keep people there to the end for longer events. Pull out the raffle ticket. Who would like to win this prize? Okay. This is the major prize. How much do you think it's worth? This is how much it's worth. Who would like to win it? So have everyone pull out their raffle ticket. Everyone stands up, wave it in the air, and then you get them excited. So 3 yes sets. No, who would like to lose weight? Yes. Who would like to, and you have the 3 yes sets, getting compliance, getting them excited. And you're not selling it, but they're already buying it. Yeah? You don't have to sell it. Everyone wants it. It's free. Who doesn't want free personal training that's at your live event, as an example? So then what you do is you have the volunteer to come up to the front. Okay, so at the beginning of the event, you have a couple of helpers, and they sign everyone in on the sign-in sheet, so you capture everyone's details. And they hand out a raffle ticket and a handout to keep them busy in the meantime. For example, if it's a Juice Plus event, use a nutrition assessment form. If it's to promote personal training, it's a pre-exercise questionnaire and so forth. Then they go and sit down, and then whoever that person is, you have a bucket, a hat. We normally use something quite comical. And then they'll come to the front, bring it to the front. So you'll be standing at the front. One of your helpers will bring the hat or whatever it is to the front. Then you'll get a volunteer from the crowd to come to the front. It creates buzz and excitement, and you're drawing more and more attention to the front. You're building, excitement and participation. Then you do a drum roll. Yeah, after the 3 yes sets, get everyone involved. Yeah, getting the kinesthetic people, the verbal people, the kinesthetic, the visual, and the auditory. Yeah, getting everyone involved, getting them excited. Then you draw the winner and have them come to the front. Keep everyone there. I know this isn't in depth, but this is a brilliant strategy. Now at the front, you've got you, guest speaker, the person who bought the raffle tickets up the front, the person who drew the prize, and the winner. Keep everyone at the front. You're growing, you're manifesting, intensifying emotions, attraction, yeah, and vibration at the front of the room. It works incredibly well. You're drawing people to the front of the room to get them drawing to the front of the room. It works incredibly well. You'll see it. When you see it in action, you'll get it. Those that have seen me do this in live events see it works very, very well. Okay, so you keep them all at the front, you congratulate them and remind them what they want. Keep them at the front, and then you say to them, who else would like to win this prize? Everyone's like, me. What happens when everyone sees someone win the prize and get that prize? How does that make them feel? It makes them want that prize. But now what we do is say, look, unfortunately, we don't have any more to give away, but tonight only, keep them standing, but tonight only, we do have just 5 opportunities. Okay, if you've only got 20 people there, it might be 2 or 3 opportunities. We have 5 opportunities for people only to invest into this for a special offer tonight, but you'll also get these 2 bonuses. But before we go through that, we're going to have 3 tests. I just want to hear from a couple of people. Tom, can you come to the front and tell us a little bit about the results you got with our 10-week program? Then get Tom to come to the front, keep everyone at the front. You've got 7 people at the front. Samantha come up, 8 people at the front. Andrea come up, 9 people at the front. You've got all these people at the front. How can people not want to be drawn to that or be a part of it? Okay. So, and at the end of every testimonial, you get them giving a round of applause. Always get them rounding applause. Okay. So then we use 3 yes sets. So who would like to lose 10 kilos in the next 2 weeks? Yes. Who would like to get the 3 yes sets? Compliance, visual, interaction. They're all ready to go. Ask everyone, are you ready? In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count to 3 in a moment, not yet. The first 5 people only, if it's a small group, 2 or 3 people, the first 5 people only to raise your hands, be quick to raise your hands, will be able to take advantage of this opportunity tonight. It's a special offer for tonight only. Not only will you get everything in the prize that Tom won, we'll also throw in this supplement pack, this Juice Plus pack, this freebie, this free detox, or whatever it is, valued at $500. Who would like those freebies? Who would like those additionals free? Get compliance. If they're not complying, say, look, no one wants it. We're not going to continue until we move on. Stay steadfast in your conviction and keep it strong. A lot of people do closes and sales and they lose. It's awkward. This is not awkward. This is fun. It's exciting. Okay. So we're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. The first 5 people only raise your hand. You're going to be able to take advantage of this opportunity tonight. Are you ready? Get them to say you're ready. Say I'm ready. Yeah, they got compliance. Before you do, though, we need to negate 3 main objections. Some of you might be thinking, well, I don't have the time to do it. Well, I understand that, but how important is this to you? That's why we do 30-minute full-body blasts, yeah? Some of you might be thinking, well, I'm not sure if I've got the money. Well, I understand money might be a challenge, but if you were to find it, where would you find it? What smoking or alcohol, what other thing could you let go so you could do this thing that's more important to you? I know some of you might be thinking, well, I want to think about it, talk to my partner before you act tonight, but if you do that, you're going to miss out on tonight's opportunity. So you're ready? I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, first 3 people only to raise your hand will be able to take advantage of the opportunity. You ready? Get them to say I'm ready. Are you ready? Yes. You ready? Yes. Get the compliance. 1, do it slowly. 2, 3. And you watch all the hands just shoot up, right? Now, let's say that you said 5 and 3 people raise a hand. Tell everyone to keep their hand raised. Stay there and say, look, we've got, just keep your hands raised, okay? We do have 5 available, just 2 more, okay? You get all this stuff up here and talk about it. Get this bonus. We only have 2 more. If you leave here tonight, you'll miss out. 3 people, congratulations. Keep your hands raised, though. Okay, I'm going to count to 3 again, and we're only going to have 2 more. You ready? 1, are you ready? 2, 3, and you will get them. And keep talking. If you got 4 raised and you want 5, keep talking. So look, we have 1 more left. I'll tell you what, we've got 1 last chance, 1 more opportunity. Give them some special offer. The last person to raise their hand, I'll tell you what, you'll get a free half an hour with me or something and get your 5. Once you've got all 5 raising their hand, all right, everybody stand up for me that's raised their hand. Everyone else will stand up, it's normal. Get them to go to the back and see one of your helpers, your team members, your staff, your Juice Plus team, or Venture team, whoever they are, and get them to sign them up there and then with the paperwork, whatever it is, PT, whatever that thing is, yeah? Then what you do is you never, ever, ever answer questions in the crowd. You will lose everyone. Let them know that you'll be finishing up in a few minutes. If you have questions, come and see me personally one-on-one. I'll answer all your questions. First 3 people that come to you will be your hottest leads, and you'll be able to extend the opportunity to them and send them to the helper to sign people up. Okay? I know that's an intense strategy, but hands up who agrees that would be an incredibly powerful strategy if we were to use that. Now, I know the first time you're not going to feel confident or comfortable, but give it a crack. If you stay steadfast in your conviction and you don't go anywhere until people raise their hands, and I've even said, you've heard me say, I'm not going anywhere until 5 people raise their hand. This is an incredible opportunity. It makes no difference to me. Sure, I'll make a few $100, but this will change your freaking life. And I know tonight too, you guys that use these strategies in this webinar, this is a free webinar. Who would agree that this is BS, the amount of information I'm giving you for free? I should be charging a lot of money for this. I don't need the money. I don't want your money. No, I'll rephrase that. Yeah, sure, I'll take your money, but I don't need the money. That's what Jim Rohn says. I don't need the money, but I'll take the money. Those who heard Jim Rohn. But I want to add plenty of value here. I want you guys that are keen to go and use this and get incredible results, and you guys will. Who is fearless enough and courageous enough to go out there and give this close a crack next event? I commend you. We're already warriors. We're warriors. We're gladiators. We're business owners. It takes testicular fortitude, yeah? It takes persistence, some patience, although I'm not a very patient person. Massive action, heartbreak, letdown, failure, temporary defeat. It's not what happens to us, it's what we choose to do with what happens to us and get back up. For those of you that choose to implement these action items, you will get incredible results, and I can't wait to hear how you go. Those of you in our community, I urge you to stick to this and use this process. All right, we're about to wrap it up. Last couple of things. Wow factors. We don't just want to run the event, the info night. My question to you, how can you run your next event so that in 10 years' time, the people that attended that event will still remember you? Do you wear a mankini? Do you have some sort of a challenge? We've done things like underwear on the outside of your clothes, a crazy bra day. We've done adult boot camp themes where we gave away adult toys and stuff as prizes. We used to do champagne toasts at the end of a lot of our boot camps, for our ladies' boot camps. What can you do to make it memorable? Raffles and prizes are given. Games, excitement are given. Physical exercises they can do. Have handouts in the beginning to keep them busy, and have music as well. When they arrive, they should have someone there giving them handouts, signing them in, giving them a raffle ticket. They sit down, there's music playing, keeps them engaged, they've got something to read and look at, and they can talk to the people. This is the one thing we haven't talked about yet, which is my favorite thing, is how can you get involved with a charity organization and tie it in and create buzz? Can you get your event in the media, in the paper, on the radio, even on the TV? How can you raise money for charity in your community? Definitely have a guest speaker where possible. If you use the 4-weekly event strategy that we're using now, every month you'll have a different guest speaker and different topic. You can still promote the same products. Let's say it's Juice Plus, you get people coming, they bring their friends, then bring all your Juice Plus customers and that. The next month they come again, there's new information. Yeah, there's always new information, new guest speakers. Get your team involved, give your team the opportunity to speak. If you've got trainers, get them speaking. For those of you that do supplements on your nutrition night, have taste tests. Have them where possible. Get your business relationships down. Have free massage. Yeah. What other free stuff can you do? Have supplement taste testing. Interaction and team building. Get them involved. Get them raising their hands. Get them repeating the sentences. Get them finishing the sentences. Get those things happening. Now let's finish this up now. And go the extra mile with professionalism. You want to have a team here. Unless you're doing it at home, even if you have it at home, have a professional. Have someone introduce you. Have someone signing them in. Have someone signing them up. Have live testimonials and other helpers. It adds credibility, huge credibility. Have banners. If you're promoting a product or service, get banners. If it's Juice Plus, get banners. If it's World Ventures, get banners. If it's Total Sports Nutrition Supplements, have banners. Have flyers. Yeah. Have a guest speaker as we go throughout. Use props of some kind. Have different props. Have the signing sheets with handing out of the raffle. We spoke about that. Have your PowerPoint presentation. Have music with speakers on arrival, breaks, and finish. Have music. Yeah, make it interactive. Make it fun and exciting. Have a stand. Have a stall. Yeah, with all your flyers and everything on there. The whole idea is to be able to, in these info nights, offer products, resources, and services that you have in your business to help them with nutrition, help them with fitness, help them with mindset, and help them with lifestyle design. You might use all of our products or services that we offer for resources. You might use none. You might use just some. That's up to you. I've just created a full epistemology of all the resources and tools that I believe you guys will need to help your clients. If you have any questions on any of those, let me know. So the last step is to take massive action. As Tony says, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. Some of you will go, yeah, this is great information. It's overloaded. I'll have a look through it and do it half-heartedly. Some of you will roll out and get hundreds of clients and make a lot of money. Some of you do something in between. Those of you that have the greatest success are the ones that go out there, take massive action, implement the marketing strategies, the full 9 steps, maybe even get a telemarketer, structure the event, communicate with me or your coach on how we can help you with your event, get 50 to 100 people registered, and refine your close. Stick to everything we go through, watch the recording of this a few times, look at the notes of this, and use these strategies. But who's prepared to go out, use these strategies, and start getting 100 plus people registered at every weekly event, use the marketing plan, and use all the wow factors in the close? Who's going to go and do that? I'll take this time to say thank you so much for your time this evening. I'm not selling anything this evening. It's just a free webinar. I mainly put this on for our existing community team members. Who's in our community that's doing the weekly events?